Okay, so have you ever thought about like hitting pause on the daily grind? Not just a vacation, but a whole year.
A whole year.
Yeah, a sabbatical. That's what we're diving into today, this whole idea of taking a strategic pause. The book we're looking at is called The Sabbatical Year, and it's all about using that time to really level up, Like not just relax, but actually grow.
Interesting, because, we're always told to hustle and grind.
Hmm.
So, like, taking time OFEV almost feels wrong.
Right. But that's what's so cool about this book. It's like flipping that whole script. It's saying that a sabbatical, especially paired with, all the AI stuff that's out there now, can actually help you reach those big goals.
So it's like a secret weapon.
Yeah, like a secret weapon for your career, your personal life, the whole thing. And get this, the book even talks about like using your sabbatical to learn crazy stuff. Like imagine learning AI or blockchain.
Oh, wow. From, like,
Yeah,
experts.
from like Harvard or MIT.
During your time off.
Exactly. I know, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
But is that, like, actually possible? To just learn from those places?
Well, that's the thing. The book talks about how learning has become so much more accessible now. We've got platforms like Coursera, EDX.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of those.
They're bringing world-class education, like right to you on your computer. And here's where the AI part comes in.
Okay, how so?
Imagine having an AI tutor, right, on one of those platforms. It personalizes your learning, gives you feedback, so it's not just watching videos. You're actually mastering the stuff.
Oh, that's cool. So you're not just passively watching.
Exactly. You're like actively engaging with the material.
So I'm picturing myself on a beach with my laptop, learning from the best.
Right. Sipping a smoothie, getting a Harvard education. Who wouldn't want that?
Sounds pretty good. But what about, like, people who want to start businesses? Could you use a sabbatical for that?
Oh, totally. That's another thing the book gets into. It's like, imagine having all this dedicated time to actually work on your passion project.
Instead of squeezing it in after work.
Exactly. You could build a prototype, start getting early customers, and AI can be a huge help there too.
Wait, really?
Yeah, there are all these tools that can like analyze market trends and stuff, so you can see if your idea actually has legs.
That's smart. So it's like removing some of the risk.
Totally. You're basically validating your idea before you like go all in.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So what kind of AI tools are we talking about?
Well, the book mentions this one. It's called oh, what was it called? It was something like I can't remember the name right now, but it's this platform that analyzes market data and helps you figure out if your idea is like going to be profitable.
So it's like having a business consultant in your pocket.
Exactly. It's pretty
Right.
wild. And it doesn't even stop there. AI can help you like streamline your whole business.
Yeah.
Analyze data, see what's working and what's not, even help you generate some passive income.
Passive income from a business you start during your sabbatical.
Yeah, things like blogging, creating online courses.
Oh, even podcasting.
You got it. And the best part is you can do all this stuff from anywhere in the world.
So you could be traveling A&D building your business.
Exactly. It's like the ultimate freedom, right?
Pretty amazing. This whole AI thing has really changed the game, huh?
It really is. And speaking of travel, you know what else the book talks about? Using AI to plan your trips. Like way better than we can do it ourselves.
Like a personal travel agent.
Even better. Imagine like personalized itineraries based on your interests, your budget, even your personality type.
That's pretty cool. But isn't that like giving up control? I mean, I love the spontaneity of travel.
I know what you mean. Like, what about those random discoveries you make along the way? Can AI really capture that?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's a good point. But the book makes this really interesting argument. It says that AI isn't meant to like replace the human element of travel. It's more about enhancing it.
Okay, what do you mean by enhancing?
So think of it like this. It's like having a super smart travel buddy.
Okay, I can see that.
They handle all the logistics, the boring stuff, so you can actually focus on experiencing the place. Like immersing yourself in the culture and all that.
So it's like freeing up your time and energy for the good stuff.
Exactly. Like imagine you're in let's say you're in, oh, I don't know, a bustling market in like Morocco.
I always wanted to go to Morocco.
Right. So you're there and you hear someone speaking like French or Arabic and you've always wanted to learn a new language. Well, boom. You pull out your phone, you've got an AI-powered language app like Duolingo.
I love Duolingo.
Right. And within minutes, you're having a basic conversation.
That's so cool. So you're learning on the fly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like AI is unlocking all these possibilities right there in the moment.
It really opens up a whole new way to experience a place.
Totally. But, okay, let's be real for a second. Even with all this cool AI stuff, planning a whole year off, like, it can be a bit overwhelming, right? Isn't that kind of counterproductive to the whole idea of de-stressing?
Yeah, I can see that. It's like a year's a long time.
It is. But you know what? That's where AI can actually help you manage the stress too. Like imagine having this AI-powered scheduling assistant.
Okay, now that's interesting. I need one of those.
Right. So it not only manages your, appointments and travel arrangements, but it also like reminds you to take breaks, you know,
Yep.
to meditate, to do something fun.
Well, wait. AI can remind me to chill out.
I know, right? It's like game changing, especially if you're someone who tends to like over plan and get stressed out.
Totally me. So it's all about finding that balance then.
Exactly. Balance between exploring, learning, and actually enjoying yourself. And AI can really help with that. So we've talked about like learning new skills, starting a business, traveling the world, and even managing stress. Is there anything a sabbatical can't do? I mean, it's starting to sound like the ultimate life hack.
I know, right? It sounds amazing, but it's not like magic. It's a tool.
True, but it's a pretty powerful tool, right?
It is.
Mhm.
And one of the things that the book really emphasizes is that a sabbatical gives you this time and space to like figure out what really matters to you.
Okay, like what do you mean?
Like your values,
Yeah.
what motivates you, that kind of stuff. It's easy to lose sight of that in the daily grind.
That's so true. It's like you get caught up in the routine,
Exactly. So a sabbatical, it's like it gives you a chance to step back and say, okay, what do I really want? What's important to me? And then you can come back to your life with a clearer sense of purpose.
I love that. So it's not just about external achievements, it's about like internal alignment.
Exactly. A sabbatical can be a journey inward as much as it is outward. It's a chance to reconnect with yourself and emerge with a fresh perspective and a renewed sense of, direction.
It's funny. I always thought sabbaticals were for like professors or CEOs.
Yeah, like super fancy people.
Exactly. But what you're saying is it's for anyone who wants to like hit the reset button.
Yeah, anyone who wants to invest in themselves. And the book really makes that point. It's not about running away.
Okay, so it's not about escaping.
Right. It's about taking a step back so you can see things more clearly.
Makes sense. But okay, let's talk about the practical stuff for a sec. Taking a year off, even if it's like for all the right reasons, could be a financial challenge.
Yeah, for sure.
So how does the book address that?
It actually gets into like the nitty-gritty of planning.
Okay, so like budgets and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Creating a realistic budget, figuring out different ways to, make it work financially.
Did it talk about AI for that too?
Oh, totally. It talks about using AI for like managing your money.
Really? So AI can help me be more responsible.
Absolutely. There are AI platforms that like look at your spending. They can even suggest investments.
So it's like having a financial advisor in my pocket.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty cool. Right.
That is cool. But okay, another thing I'm wondering about, what about my career? Like taking a year off, that could make me feel like I'm falling behind.
That's a common worry.
Yeah. So how do you stay, connected professionally?
Well, the book talks about how AI can actually help with that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there are platforms like LinkedIn AI and Polywork.
Okay, I've heard of LinkedIn, but not Polywork. What's that?
It's a newer platform, but it's cool. It basically uses AI to like connect you with people.
People in my field.
Yeah, or people who are doing things you're interested in. It can even help you find like projects or collaborations.
Whoa, that's amazing. So instead of like losing momentum, I could actually be expanding my network.
Exactly. And when you come back from your sabbatical, you'll have all these new skills, new connections. You'll be ready to hit the ground running.
It's like taking a detour that actually puts you ahead.
Exactly. It's not about hitting pause on your life. It's more like hitting rewind.
Rewind.
Yeah, like reassessing, getting a fresh perspective, and then hitting play again, but with a clearer vision.
I love that analogy. But okay, let's talk about some real talk. There have got to be some downsides, right? I mean, it can't all be perfect.
Oh, for sure. There are definitely challenges.
Okay, so spill the tea. What are some of those challenges?
Well, one thing people often struggle with is FOMO.
FOMO, like fear of missing out.
Yeah, exactly. Like while you're off exploring, your friends might be, getting promotions or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Like everyone's moving forward and you're just like chilling.
Right. So it's important to remember that you're not behind.
Okay, good point.
You're just on a different timeline. You're making an investment in yourself.
Like sometimes you got to slow down to speed up.
Exactly. And another thing is managing expectations. Like your own expectations and the expectations of other people.
Oh, that's a good one. Like my family They just didn't get why I wanted to take a sabbatical. They were like, why would I leave your job? It was so hard to explain.
I can imagine. So it's important to communicate.
With my family.
Yeah, with the people in your life. Tell them why this is important to you.
Good advice. Because, I mean, it's my life, right?
Exactly. And another potential pitfall is like putting too much pressure on yourself.
Oh, yeah, like I have to achieve all these things during my sabbatical.
Right. It's good to have goals, but you also need to be flexible. Be open to, changing plans or trying new things.
So embrace the unknown.
Exactly. Some of the best experiences come from those unplanned moments.
So it's not about checking things off a list.
Right. It's about exploration and growth. And remember, you don't have to do it all alone.
You mean AI can help with that too?
Totally. AI can be your partner, your co-pilot on this journey.
I'm seriously starting to see sabbaticals in a whole new light.
It's pretty eye-opening, isn't it?
It really is. And it's exciting to think about how AI is making it even more accessible and, transformative.
Yeah, it's definitely changing the game.
Okay, so let's say someone's listening and thinking, all right, I'm in. Sabbatical sounds awesome, but where do I even start?
Well, the first thing, really, is to figure out your why.
My why.
Yeah, like, what are you hoping to get out of this? What's the big reason?
So is it about, like, my career, personal growth, or maybe just, like, experiencing a new culture?
It could be all of those things, or just one. The point is to, be really clear about your purpose.
Okay, so get clear on my purpose before I even think about, like, booking a flight or anything.
Exactly. Once you know your why, then you can start brainstorming, specific things you want to do.
And that's where all those AI tools come in, right? The ones we were talking about.
Totally. AI can help you with all of that. Research, planning, even, like, coming up with ideas.
And don't forget about those AI scheduling assistants. Those are lifesavers for, like, actually enjoying the time and not getting overwhelmed.
Oh, for sure. It's all about balance, right? Planning, but also being open to, like, spontaneity.
Right, because a sabbatical is about embracing the unknown, not just, like, sticking to a rigid schedule. Man, this whole conversation has really changed how I think about sabbaticals.
Me too. It's pretty cool.
Right, yeah, it's not just like this escape from reality. It's more like a strategic investment.
Exactly. An investment in yourself and your future.
And your well-being, It's like investing in your happiness, too.
And with AI, that investment can be even more powerful. You can, like, really maximize the experience.
So as we wrap things up here, I want to leave our listeners with one thought. If you could take a year off, what's the one thing you'd regret not doing? Think about that dream you've been putting off.
That thing you've always wanted to do, imagine having a whole year to make that happen.
And remember, sometimes you gotta, like, hit pause to really move forward.
The most successful people, they know when to invest in themselves. And a sabbatical might be just the investment you need to, create a life you truly love.